Hello, we're currently doing a monthly astrological sign reading for the month of April 2018. We are doing the sign Pisces, so welcome Pisces. I hope that you guys are having an awesome month so far. I want to say thank you so much for liking, sharing, as well as commenting on these. I so much appreciate it. As well, for those who haven't subscribed, please do. So I also do weekly readings, and you can always check out. I used to do daily readings, but every now and again I'm starting to post a little bit more. So if that interests you, then check that out. And I'm also going to be doing live readings shortly as well. So if you have those burning questions or even anything you want to know about the services that I offer, you can just reach out and go onto robinsealing.com also to check that out. So I'm also on Facebook and Instagram where I do live readings on there as well. So great opportunities to just check out what I'm doing, and if you have a quick question, you can ask. So, assertiveness. So, no more pretending for you guys. You guys are just go-getters, and you're just deciding, like, I am not playing these games anymore. If Donald Trump is coming up, and I had a weird dream last night about trying to get out of America, and I couldn't, and I think they killed me. They gave me a pill. So, anyway, Donald Trump is coming up around assertiveness. So solutions to problems I'm hearing over and over with every sign. So I also do personal readings, and I just changed my prices. So it's actually $20 for a 15-minute reading. And it's $45 for an hour, $40 for a half hour. So if you're really seeking guidance and you're looking for truth, the answers are within the cards. The answers are within myself. The answers are within you. If you feel like you're looking for, like you're not interested in your faults. I don't want to know what's wrong with me. It's not about what's wrong with you. It's about what you can more or less create in your life. Okay, that's how I want to start wording things. So I'm really trying to work on how to word things so that people understand. So sometimes we have to live in our own bubble, and that's completely okay. And when it comes to any institutions, things like that, you're going to find things will be kept on record. That's what I'm hearing. So if you file a complaint or something like that, it'll be filed and it'll be kept on a record. It could be that if you're doing any recordings yourself, that just know that people can go back and replay it. That's what's coming up. So don't stress or worry about that. Or if that is something you stress and worry about, just be mindful of that. I also just started doing past life regression through distance. So not just I work from home, so not just in my home, but now you can do it through Skype as well. So that's kind of cool. So that's another opportunity. It's $60 for that, and I do that for an hour, and we just kind of see what comes up within that hour. It's a pretty interesting process, and I really found it interesting in my experience and how it's been kind of life-changing for me in small ways, but just stuff that I'm a lot more aware of, and going back to things not focusing on our faults. It's more about creating connection and then moving forward. So connecting with ourselves and acknowledging what we can connect to that works for us in our life. Okay, fresh air. This is about being really different and being unique. So I like that these cards are the exact same. So it's like a puzzle piece here, and it's like we're putting a puzzle back together. So that's why the problem solving is coming up. It's deciding that who you're meant to be with is another thing. So if it is like spending Easter with people, just acknowledging who you feel like you're supposed to spend your time with. Whoever matches up and lines up with your energy is where you're supposed to be. Even talking about the Easter Bunny, I feel like is important, so we can have some like lighthearted energy, because it's such a fun time of year. We get to hide Easter eggs, and I have some Easter eggs right here. So maybe I'm supposed to pull out a purple one. I feel like I'm going to kind of do a little bit of channeling for you guys right now. So love yourselves, okay? That's really coming up. So slow down and love yourselves. Ask. I love this card also because it's about asking the universe, and this is about communicating with spirit and that sort of thing. Very important for our process when it comes to our emotions and healing anything that we need healing on. Just trusting in the universe and getting more education on how to trust the universe is positive. Have confidence. It's all about how you deliver things, so it's interesting. I was feeling like I need to really work on how I word things, and that's what this card is talking about. Have confidence that you can succeed in all your endeavors. So policies, procedures, that sort of thing will all be kind of, I feel like, swept under the rug when push comes to shove. It's really about being kind to one another and that sort of thing. So although we're following systems, it's more about what we're learning in situations and how we're treating other people, okay? And then I'm hearing policies and procedures won't be swept under the rug. So just dropping the attitude is coming up as well. And then just like when it could be like in a relationship that you may have an attitude. And so just bringing back any romance that needs to be back into your life, because when we feel loved, I'm feeling like my hand is pulling right now. So I'm going to put this card up to my heart and see what it's saying for us. Whoa, there's somebody watching, I'm hearing, like, that's either in a relationship that's not really healthy, or it's that they're not very kind to themselves. So your relationship or towards yourself. Regardless, you're treating other people because of how you feel about yourself or something that somebody's done to you. So if it's like, she needs to lose 40 pounds, stuff like that, it's like everything's subject to change. So everything's constantly changing. So even the stuff that I'm talking about is general. So unless we talk about your specific energy, it's just general, and everything's subject to change. So it's like everything's always changing, no matter if we want it to or not. And that's why when we talk about Mercury retrograde, which we're in until April 15th, it's forcing us to change. We don't have control over that. And when we realize that, all we can do is learn to go with the flow and educate ourselves on what to do, okay? So creative solutions to problems. Redirecting your energy is important as well, especially when it comes to finance. So if you're feeling like you dwell or you have fear around money, really working on that. I do theta healing, which is, I charge $50 for that through Distant, so online. And we just have a one-on-one session. It's about any limiting beliefs that you may have that are stopping you from moving forward and living a happier life. So if it's something you're open to, feel free to contact me, because I think that's more what some of this energy is about. How you feel in your home is also very important. So acknowledging that if there's a picture of someone that you love, that can trigger emotion for you, but also someone you don't like. Okay, giving and receiving. Past life regression is also coming up a lot. So I guess it's just teaching ourselves that, like, if you believe that you die and you come back, that's the main thing around that. It's not always for everybody, okay? So believing in prayer and believing in positivity is like the main thing that's coming through with this giving and receiving, okay? So when I talk about the universe and that sort of thing, those exchanges are what is important. Am I feeling positive, and am I praying, that sort of thing, okay? Some heavy stuff in here. Last card, see only love. Shallow hide is now coming up, so someone who feels like it's only when things really matter that we understand that I feel like if we're shallow or not. It could be that it's not you, it could be someone you're around, but making sure that there isn't any shallowness. So understanding that when we dive into politics or when we dive into things, that can cause people to become kind of radical. And when it comes to money as well, that can also trigger things in people. So for people that need evidence for things, it can really, it's about questioning their belief system. It's like, do I actually believe in the power of prayer? Do I actually believe in the psychology around the power of positivity, okay? Yeah, so just universal energy is really coming in. So always dive into that, okay? So I feel like I'm always kind of questioning with the words, and I'm hearing universal energy is what we really want to use. Now my hands are kind of burning, so I also do Reiki healing through distant, and you can combine some of my services, so within an hour we can dive into a bunch of different things. But when you do distant healing, it's just as beneficial as when you are in front of me, because I'm already getting the sensation that there's someone watching. So I'm just going to quickly send you guys some healing energy, if that's okay, because this is really bothering me and I have to. Partnerships are really coming up, so if this resonates with anyone, feel free to let me know. Anything to do with like children, money, that sort of thing. Peace and love is so important, guys. So, and if this doesn't resonate with you, that's completely okay. We just have to kind of just slow down, all right? So, peace and love and slow down. That's what's coming up, all right? All right, namaste. Take care. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.